It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Hi, folks. John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton, and we're just about set to get this wild card series underway. Singing, Game 1 has outsized importance in a 3-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Players are always talking about setting the tone in Game 1 of a series. Well, in a 3-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And towing the slab in this one, Tarek Skubal. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Parker stepping in. Pressure's on. One swing can flip the whole game.
Yeah, and this guy's no stranger to the spotlight. He's built for moments like this.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up. Rocchio moving under this one. And that is the inning. Game 1 of this wild card series. Stepping up for the Guardians, Patrick Bailey. And that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Out towards right center field. Martinez gets under it. And there are 2 down.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them. Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Out towards right center field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Plays the plate. Save. And it's a 1-run ball game.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing the cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. Yeah.
Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game.
postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
The final score for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shelby saying so long.
Eres la niña de mis ojos, tú eres todo lo que quiero yo. Pa' calmar la sed, no, mejor ser por su boquita, amor. Las tentaciones así como tú merecen pecados como yo. Ay, si tú quieres, solo dálalo. Tú sabes que no vas a decir que no. Ay, tienes la magia, tú sí tienes una que a mí me encanta, me enloquece. Fue amor a primera vista cuando bailabas así. Por el cuellito, sé que te encanta, tengo que ser. Sé que te encanta, sé lo que sé. Y a veces sé que te encanta, te lo que sé. La plena. Pasa que desde que vi tu cara me enamoro de ti. Todo es que tú tienes no sé qué. Siento que te pasa lo mismo cuando te miro. Que dices si no a ver el amanecer. Te digo y luego viene y me vamos a vernos luego. Si no te gusta porque vienes al diablo y lo embobo. Vaya parcerita país y yo costeño coleto en una baldosa. Pa' hablarte claro, cero mensaje. Se sabe que tú eres puro veneno. Ay. Tienes la magia, tú sí tienes uno que a mí me encanta, me enloquece. Fue amor a primera vista cuando bailabas así. Por el cuellito, sé que te encanta, tengo que ser. Sé que te encanta, te enloquece. Y a veces sé que te encanta, te enloquece. La plena. Sé que te encanta, te enloquece.
the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Well, it's only game 2, Singy, but in a 3-game series, we're already looking at an elimination game.
You know, Boog, the short series is exciting for the fans, but man, it can be nerve-wracking for the players and the coaches because, just like you said, lose game 1 and suddenly the entire season's on the line. So this should be interesting to see how these two teams approach this week.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the hill in this one, Framber Valdez. What do we need to know here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Cherry Parker in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one ripped right center field. Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ripped into right field, base hit.
Everything came together for him. The ball absolutely jumped off the bat on that swing. Kind of made my eyes light up, and the data we're getting doesn't disappoint in the slightest. 116 miles per hour exit velocity. Tell you what, that will do the job.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. He's safe. He's safe.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second. Runner goes again. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Long run, tracks it down. One away. Now a relay to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at-bat. That one lifted to left. Kwan gets under it. Out number 2. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. And a 1-1. In the air, left field. Kwan on the move. And the inning is over. Rips one to right. And a couple of quick outs. Wild Card Series game 2. All set to start the 9th in this one. Patrick Bailey digs in for the Guardians. That's a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Fly ball down the line. But it slices just foul.
Oh, man, so close to being a huge swing, maybe the biggest swing in this ball game. He's got to have a great at-bat. Finish this off.
In the air to left center. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman.
So 2 down. Colton Pete up now for the Tigers. 1 strike away. Swing and a ground ball. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boo, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
My love. You just look right through me, treat me like a ghost. So you don't need to tell me that you already let go of my love.
Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. We've got the American League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
This is as good as it gets in a 3-game series, Boog. I mean, 1 game for all the marbles, and who knows how it's going to play out. But one thing I'm sure is we'll see the managers being very proactive. And in a situation like this, where there's no room for error, they're not going to be afraid to use every arm in the bullpen and every warm body off the bench if they have to.
Yeah, there's no saving something for tomorrow in this type of situation. Got to put it all out there on the table. First pitch coming your way next. And today's starter, Casey Mize. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
There's a line drive to left field. And a couple of quick outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run homer, and they close the gap. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
Man, it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Parker steps in. They're down, but he's got a chance to get something going right here.
Yeah, you can't hit a grand slam with nobody on. He just needs to be the match that lights the fire here.
There's a swing and a drive. Out of here! Another homer. His second home run of the game. And just like that, they're within a run. Comerica Park is buzzing here in Detroit. Look at all those towels. Decisive third game of the wild card round. We go to the 8th. Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. 1 away.
Great swing of the bat right there, trying to get on as that go-ahead run. Just wasn't able to find a hole.
So 2 down, Jerry Parker getting ready to hit. That's ripped into the outfield. McNeil on his horse. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Stephen Kwan now at the plate. And there's a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard then.
So up next, Parker Meadows.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And a 1-2. That one is hammered right field. Way back there. Ball game. And they are moving on. So the Detroit Tigers get it done here in Game 3 with the backing of their home fans, and they can celebrate for the night as they shift their sights to the division series.
Yeah, congrats to them. These 3-game series don't leave a lot of room for error, Boog. And it really could have gone either way coming into this game. I think they fed off of this crowd, and those are the types of things you love to see this time of year.
And the season comes to an end in the other dugout. Not what they were looking for from their October run, so they'll move into the offseason looking to make improvements before next year. 6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long. This place is red. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, Game 1 of the American League Division Series. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound in this one, Griffin Jacks. What do you have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily.
Runner takes off for third, and that one gets away at the plate. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. On the ground. That's out number one, and a run comes in to score.
Next to the Tigers, the third baseman, Cole.
One down. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit. 1-1 now. Base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Now the tag at third, and they got it. Game one of the division series. Cherry Parker up now for the Tigers. Swings and sends a rocket to right. This looks like extra bases. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. 2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Runner in scoring position, no outs. How you lead, getting ready to hit. Move to second. Parker back on a dive. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means. Man at second. He's trying for third. Called strike 3. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Colt Heath will hit next. And now the 0-1. In the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Relay throw home. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. So runner at second, 2 down. Cherry Parker up now for the Tigers.
Parker.
Hammered down the right side, the foul. Man on second, 2 down. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Digging in, how you lead. Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Swings, and this one's flared. Base hit into the outfield. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Picks himself up at RBI. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Cherry Parker up now for the Tigers.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Meadows around third. He will score, and it's an 8-run lead. And in its second with an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Man on second, 2 down. Runner takes off. Grounds one to short. Walls tosses across to first, and that's the inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Taylor Walls. And the 0-2. Got it. That's the ball game. Parker had a great showing in the win. Knocked in 3 runs for them.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
Non-stop turn and twist. Out of his mercy. What's on the turn of a guan? Here, much man to me all walk like a champion, act like a champion. What a piece of money, girl. Tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me have the thing where you are waiting for. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl. How will you get it from? Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in. Why? Would be more than dead to take your hand and lead you to the promised land. Me 20-foot dive on. All you got to do is be true, so let's go respond. Satisfy your emotion. At a funny press, instantly. She know that things move down precious like she never get a cup. Instant expansion. Pull up. Giddy up me, I forget to ease a mouse. Think I'll walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, can tell me where you get it from. Now find your entrance. Ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me everything. But up on that car, you know look for them way. You look good enough against no matter what I can say. Put on your clothes, it's like a display. Wanna swear, wanna steer about night and day. Would you be my honey and the woman they say? We can just smile on our face and say she want a man for do the work, not one for play. I'm a rattan man, she says she want one for stay.
From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game. Parker steps in now. He knows what's waiting for him, Singy. An arm of top-tier command and stuff to match.
Yeah, no freebies here, Boog. You got to earn everything when you're up against a pitcher of this caliber.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is off the top of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Runner takes off for third. Squirts away a little bit. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
Payoff pitch. Got him. That's a strikeout. Man at first, one away. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hot the wall. Coming home. In to score from first. Here's the tag, and he's out. We're in the second game of this division series. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Hard liner. And there's one away.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A two-run blast. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-4.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down. And next to hit for Detroit, Cherry Parker. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. That one hammered center field. That's back. And gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 7-4.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you've got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
We're in the second game of this division series. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Johnny DeLuca now at the plate. 1-run game, bottom 9. And there's a hit. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Cherry Parker. A switch hitter batting right. He's better known for his work on the mound, although today he's getting a chance to hit.
I always hold my breath when he gets a start at the plate. I mean, that arm is so valuable. You get hit by a pitch, and that could change.
And that one hammered. Going, gone! And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 10-7. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, he's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. I mean, a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
Luis Ariz stands in. The Tigers trying to close out a 3-run lead, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Yandy Diaz now. The Rays down to their final strike. This one in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Tag.
On the tag, you're out.
And that's the ball game.
This team is riding pretty high right now, and you can tell the home team pretty confused as to why they're not getting it done. But it's a huge tone setter when you can take the first 2 games of the series, especially on the road. Now we'll see if they can back it up at home.
And your final 10-7. Kenley Jansen picking up the save for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
As I sit in my b-boy stance, flip-flops and socks, and sweatpants, hands your brain. Nigga player from the point didn't have no flow. Hit me from a tennis shoe, walking through the store, caught up nigga slipping, but now I lay it to the flow just like carbon. Cause I got the heat in my baby mama name now. Never bragging just to say not. Even when I was a younger lad, I learned my lesson. Never talk to strangers in the trap and answer questions.
The Pope and his folks got us under the scope, but for unknown reasons, cause we don't sell that you distribute. We don't contribute to your clandestine activity. My soliloquy may be hard for some to swallow, but so is car liver or you went behind my back like Ludo when he cut up all the ore. Two things I hate, lies and things they make my blood boil, but were constricted on my soul that they call.
Mama 9 months to make it, but it only took 30 minutes to take it. Cut that crow clean up, I did, but I did so now safely. Don't want no for no rain.
Yeah, we take no like stopped up commodes. Gotta collect call, they done locked up my votes. Low blow, hit me in the left ventral cold. We won't be able to ride out to 2004.
But not for long, cause we got a better third. Trying to take your other people for your rims, hit the curve, for you swerving, bust your forehead. Go ahead, more for me while you ride to the beat.
Dry like tears, like for fears. You know, shout, let it all out just for my peers. And people feel like it's time to unwind like December 31st, 1999.
Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Detroit Tigers. On the hill here today, Framber Valdez. What do we have on him?
Last time out, it just seemed like he wasn't trusting his stuff. He fell behind in the count, walked a number of guys. Today, he's got to pitch aggressively, and he's got to pitch inside.
What a stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Third game of the division series. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Jonathan Aranda. And a base hit into right. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Walls throws to first. One pitch and one out.
The right fielder, number 21, Gary Parker.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. And that is gone. That's his fourth home run of the series. And they cut into the deficit. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jerry Parker. He's already homered in this game. Lined, and that's a base hit. Here's the throw. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. Next is the designated hitter, How You Lead. Runner takes off. Popped up. Aranda. And there's two down. Colt Pete up now for the Tigers. This could end it. Runner on the go. Got it. And that'll do it.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
It's still in San Diego. You can hear a baby cry as the trains in New York City roll thunder down the line. The teachers rise in Richmond as they sleep in San Antonio. While the harbor lights on Baltimore got nurses heading home, and the Joes of Maricopa.
Game 4 of the division series. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Cherry Parker up now for the Tigers. This one smoked, could be trouble. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together.
Runner takes off for third. In the air to left center. Mullins should have this one. One away. One out. Runner at second. Colt Pete digs in now. Uh-oh, and he broke early for third. Now the tag at third, and they got it. One down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Luis Arias. The 0-2. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Number 21, Cherry Parker.
That's smacked on a line to center. Mullins in pursuit. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Out number 2.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Parker digs in. It's getting late, Singy. They're trailing, but traffic on the bases gives him a shot.
Yeah, it's all about cashing in now. Can't afford to leave those runs out there.
Line shot into the gap should score at least one. McGonigal around third. One run across. Another comes in to score. It's 7-3. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he's...
Runner breaks for third. In the dirt. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far.
Ground ball left side. A sliding stop. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Game 4 of the division series. For the top of the 8th, Johnny DeLuca getting ready to hit. And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you can get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
Parker stepping in. It's late. It's quiet. But here's a chance to make some noise with 2 gone.
Yeah, this is when rally hats get quick, Boone. Let's see if he can twist this script.
From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. He wastes no time on this one. That's his 5th homer of the series. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Taylor Walls next to hit for the Rays. In the air, right field. Can't get to it, and this should score the runs. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. And the go-ahead run stops at third base.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing.
Runner on the go. Now here's a flare off the bat. And a base hit knocks in a run. Throw into third, and he's got no chance. He's out. Luis Ariz stands in. 2-2. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Now the tag at third, and they got it. Man at first, one away.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Tap to first. Aranda goes to second for 1. Double play.
He's out.
What a clean killing, Dan. The pivotal Game 5 of the Division Series. And stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Parker steps in. RBI opportunity here.
Yeah, Boog, important to try and close the gap. One at bat can tilt the scale.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. So 2 down. Parker Meadows, the next to hit. This could end it. High fly ball out to center field. Mullins